So, welcome everybody to today's class. I hope you're all feeling well and you're in a good place this morning. But wherever you're at, it really doesn't matter right now. You may feel a shift by the end of this class. So, yeah, just think about how you're feeling today. Don't judge, don't worry about anything, don't let your thoughts cloud your practice this morning. Just observe your energy levels, observe how you're feeling physically, observe your emotions. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. If you find your thoughts are wandering and you've become distracted, just pay attention to the feel of the in-breath in your nostrils and the feeling of the warm air as you breathe out through your nostrils. So if you've got your eyes closed, gently open them. We'll warm ourselves up a little, stretch, interlink the fingers, take a nice deep breath in through the nose, reach up with the arms. And on the out breath, we'll just reach over slightly to the right. Breathing in, bring it up to neutral. And then breathing out over to the left. Breathing in, bring it to center. And as you breathe out, release the hands, let them rest on the mat beside you. We're going to do some seated cat-cows while we're here. So placing your hands on your knees. As we breathe in, you're pushing your chest forward and taking your head up to the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, roll through the shoulders. So you're really arching that back, bringing the head and the chin to chest. Go at the pace of your breath here, whichever's comfortable for you. Just have awareness of how this makes you feel. Maybe you can feel any tension anywhere in particular. And then bringing it up to neutral again. So before we get going too much further, as always, if you've got any injuries or anything going on for you physically right now, then please just practice within your limits. So don't just do something because I'm saying to do it. Please listen to your body and work with that. So yeah, leaving you in charge of yourself there. So we're going to go into some sun salutations. If you'd like to come to a standing position at the top of your mat. We're going to do a steady flow one just to connect with the body, warm ourselves up a bit. And then we're going to do one a little bit faster, get that heat going in our body a bit. So if you still feel a bit unsure as to the flow and how it goes, then don't panic, just do what you can. And if you are feeling quite comfortable and relaxed with the flow, then really think about, really maximizing every single part of the flow and thinking about your breathing as well. So making sure you are continuing to breathe throughout the practice. So feet hip width apart, spread the toes nice and wide. Breathe in and breathe out, bringing those palms to chest. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, hands to the mat. Breathing in, right leg back, drop the knee, relax the foot. Holding the breath to plank position. And breathing out, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Breathing in, scoop up. Curl the toes, breathe out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, right leg forward, drop the left knee. Breathing out, left leg forward into the forward fold. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, palms to chest. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, hands to the mat. Breathing in, left leg back, drop the knee. Hold the breath to plank position. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Breathing in, scoop up. Breathing out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, left leg forward. Breathing out, right leg forward. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, palms to chest. So we're going a little bit faster now, and like I say, just do what you can. Just make sure you keep breathing. Don't panic, we're not going that fast, just a little bit faster. So breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathing out, hands to mat. Breathing in, right leg back. Hold to plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead. Breathing in, scoop up. Breathing out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, right leg forward. Breathing out, left leg forward. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, palms to chest. Breathe in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, hands to the mat. Breathing in, left leg back. Hold to plank. And breathing out, knees, chest, forehead. Breathing in, scoop up. Breathing out, hips to ceiling. Breathing in, left leg forward. Breathing out, right leg forward. Breathing in, hands to ceiling. Breathe out, palms to chest. Excellent. So give your arms a nice shake here. Shake the legs a little bit. So we're going to go into a forward fold. So taking the hands, reach up on the in-breath. And as you breathe out, reaching forward and down. And as always, legs are straight, but keep the knees soft so you're not locking the knees. And just let your arms and your head dangle down here. Or you may wish to hold your elbows. Whatever you like to do, just to ease those hamstrings. And just notice if with every out breath you can get a little bit closer to the floor. I'm going to plant the hands down. I'm going to take the right leg back into runner's lunge. So you've got the left knee above the left ankle, not in front of it. Opening up the chest here. If this is too much for you, you can drop that right knee to the floor. That's better for you. We're going to really plant that right hand down on the floor. And we're going to take the left arm up to the ceiling. So we're doing a side twist here. And you're looking up past your left fingertips. So you're really opening up the chest here. And we're going to bring that left hand down and place it on the inside of the left foot. And we're going to take the twist to the other side now. So taking the right arm up to the ceiling and opening up that way. Bringing that right hand down. Going to just adjust the hands. So you've got one either side of the left foot. We're going to drop the right knee to the floor, raising the torso up. Breathing in, bring the arms up into warrior arms. So your arms are straight, palms facing inwards. And as you breathe out, drop the hips forward, down into that lunge. How far down into the lunge you go depends on your flexibility. Good one for the right hip flexor, so good for opening up that joint. Try and drop your shoulders down so you're not hunched around your ears. Breathing in, bring the hips back. Place the hands down and we'll take the left leg back into downward facing dog. So we're going to give it a little pedal out here. And then we're going to take the right leg up to the ceiling, twist the hips and cock it over to the left. It's like peeing dog. And drawing that left heel down to the floor to get a good calf stretch on the left leg. Staying strong in your shoulders here. And then we'll bring that right leg back into downward dog. And this time we'll bring the right foot forward into runner's lunge. So adjust so that you've got the right knee above the right ankle and you're opening up the chest. Remember to relax your facial muscles. Try not to hold tension where you don't need it. So planting the left hand down this time, we're going to take the right hand up to the ceiling into the side twist. Looking up past your right fingertips if you can. And we'll bring that right hand down, place it on the inside of the right foot, and take the twist up the other side. So left hand up to the ceiling this time. Good one for balance if you wobbled over. Hopefully you haven't. And we'll bring that left hand down, one either side, one hand either side of the right foot. We're going to drop the right knee to the floor, raising the torso up. Breathing in, bring the arms into warrior arms. And as you breathe out, dropping the hips forward to deepen that lunge. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Breathing in, bring the hips back, plant the hands down. We'll take the right leg back into downward dog for a little pedal out. And then we'll take the left leg up to the ceiling, twist the hips, cock the leg over to the right. So you're stacking your left hip on top of your right one if you can. Drawing that right heel down to the floor. Really staying strong in your arms and your shoulders so you're not collapsing down into the socket. And bringing that left foot back into downward dog. So we're going to go into pigeon now, just because it's brilliant, in my opinion. So we'll take the weight forward into plank. And we'll start with the right knee to right elbow. Cross the foot over and plant the right knee behind the right wrist. Drop the left knee to the floor, extend that leg, and sitting nice and tall. So just for those of you that haven't done this with me before, or need a refresher, things to think about is you want your hips relatively square here. It doesn't matter how high up your foot gets. Some people have got good knee flexibility, and right now their right foot might be right beside their left hand. No chance for me. What you're working on is either a stretch in your right hip, your bum, or maybe your left hip flexor at the front here is a bit tighter. So play around with the positioning of your hips so you get that stretch you need. And we'll slowly make our way down onto our elbows. So you may notice the stretch suddenly intensifies. Again, depending on your flexibility. Play around with the hips so that you're getting the stretch where you really need it. And if you're comfortable doing so, extend the arms, place the forehead on the mat. If this is too intense for you, then just stay on your elbows, or you may need to stay up on your hands. We'll slowly make our way back to our elbows, back to our hands, and then we'll do the quad stretch on the left leg. So if you're comfortable doing so, bend the left knee, holding the ankle on the outside. You may prefer to actually hold the ankle with your right hand, if that helps your balance, so do what works for you. If you can't reach your ankle, then leave the leg down. Should be a nice stretch on the right thigh. Left thigh even. Wow, left and right. So release that foot, plant the hands down. We'll take the right leg up to the ceiling, give it a good shake, and back into downward dog. So for downward dog, make sure your weight is even between your hands and your feet. So you need to draw your hips up and back here. And then we'll do the other side. So bringing the weight forward into plank. Left knee to left elbow this time. Cross the foot over, plant the knee beside the left wrist. Right knee onto the floor. I hope I'm saying this right. I feel like I'm getting my left and my rights all muddled up, so sorry if I am. Hopefully it's making sense and you're not looking like a plate of spaghetti right now. But you may notice the stretch feels different on different sides, or you may feel it equally both sides. Doesn't matter, it's just to do with your body. Just something to observe. So we'll slowly make our way down to our elbows. If this is really intense for you, then use the out breath to relax your body and ease into the stretch. And then again, if you're comfortable doing so, extend the arms and place the forehead on the mat. And make our way back to our elbows, back to our hands, and this time bending the right knee and holding the ankle. And release the foot. Plant the hands down, and this time taking the left leg up to the ceiling, give it a good shake. And back into downward dog. Give it a pedal out here if you wish. Then we're going to drop down onto our knees. And we're actually going to take a rest in extended child's pose. So sitting back on your heels, but keep those arms extended. So really reaching with the fingers. Spread the fingers nice and wide here. Place your forehead on the mat, if you can. And just feel the stretch through your back. And then just rest your arms by your side so that we are in fully resting child's pose. You can here very slowly unfurl so that you're in a seated position. Very slowly. When the head's up, roll those shoulders back. There's a pose I really want to do with you, but I think it's too tricky to do via this medium when I can't see you. Which I probably shouldn't have said because that's a bit mean, really. I've just like baited you there. But, I'll have a bit of a think about whether we can do it. I just wouldn't want anyone to injure themselves if I can't see properly. So I'll have a think about that and maybe come back to it. But it's a really good one for opening the chest and shoulders and getting the spine bend in the opposite way to what we normally do when we're hunching. It's fish pose, by the way, for any of you that are regular yogis. But for now, we're going to take the weight forward, tuck the toes under, and very carefully sit back on our heels for the foot stretch. And then we're going to roll the shoulders back, interlink the fingers, open up the chest here. So you're getting a foot stretch as well as opening up the chest and drawing those shoulders back. So undoing all the work we do when we're sat over desks. I encourage you to do this several times a day, if you can. If your feet are agony, then please come down and just sit on your heels. And then release the hands, take the weight forward, give those feet a tap on the floor, shake out the tension. And then, hey presto, look where we're at. We're on all fours. So let's do some all four cat-cow now. So starting with the in-breath, remember wrists are below shoulders, knees are below hips. With the in-breath, taking the head and the tailbone up. And as you breathe out, arch the back, roll the head and the tailbone under. I encourage you to close your eyes for cat-cow. And as usual, please go at the pace of your breath. So really work the spine here. We'll bring it back to neutral. We'll go into what I like to call stick-in set. So we'll start with the left leg extended, right arm. So whether you look past your right fingertips or whether you look at the floor in front of you, it doesn't matter, whatever enables you to balance. But when you're in stick-in set, be really strong in that left shoulder. Push yourself away from the floor. Draw your abdominals up so your lower back isn't dipping. And bringing it back to neutral. And we'll do the other side. So right leg extended, left arm this time. Keep breathing, relax your facial muscles. And bring it back down to centre. So we're going to cross the feet over, roll back onto our bottoms. Take the legs out, shimmy forward, and we'll just spend a moment in a releasing pose. So coming down onto your back, knees to chest, nose to knees if it's okay on your neck. Remember, feet are parallel, you're not crossed your feet over here. And if you want, you can gently rock side to side for back massage. So placing your head on the mat, we're going to place our feet on the floor, about hip width apart. And we're going to do a hamstring stretch. So this is the one where we're really isolating the hamstring and the back isn't compensating at all. So you've got your arms rested by your side, and we'll start with the right leg. So taking the right leg up to the ceiling, the leg is straight, and you're flexing the foot. And then using just the power of your thigh, you're drawing that leg towards you. So quite often people tend to grab that leg and yank it towards them. But right now we're just going to use the leg to do that work for us. So right now I can feel mine shaking. I've got Elvis leg going on. It's a good stretch on the hamstring, this one. And then drop that right leg down. And then we'll do the left leg. So take the left leg up straight, flex the foot, and then draw the thigh towards you. And release that foot down. And we're going to go into half bridge. So bringing the heels close enough for your fingertips just to touch them. Relax your arms by your side. And then as you breathe in, taking the hips up to the ceiling, rolling the weight back onto your shoulders, aiming to keep your knees so they're above the ankles still, you're not wandering out to the side. And the variations, of course, are arms interlinked behind your back. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can take one leg up to the ceiling at a time, doing it for however long you wish to do it and hold for, but make sure you're really lifting those hips up so you're not dropping down. So it's a really good one for the glutes, this. And then if you've got your hands interlinked, just unlink them, rest them by your side, and then we will all very slowly, vertebra by vertebra, and there's no rush. This is about being aware of each vertebra landing on the floor. By landing, I mean softly coming into contact with. And then when your hips touch the floor, hugging it out again in a releasing pose. So knees to chest, nose to knees. We're going to place our heads on the mat and we're going to keep hold of the right knee and we're going to extend the left leg all the way down to the floor. So you're keeping hold of that right knee, hugging it into your chest, drawing your shoulder blades down towards the floor here. And we'll bring that left knee to chest, give them both a little hug, and then you're going to extend the right leg down to the floor. Bringing that right leg back to chest. Nice little hug again. Then we're going to extend both legs down to the floor, both arms up above your head, full body stretch. Nice deep breaths here, in and out through the nose as you're really stretching your whole body. Reach with the toes, reach with the fingers. And then on your next out breath, just rest the arms by your side. We're going to do a very mini Shavasana here. So arms by your side, palms facing up. Feet and ankles just resting out to the side. Close your eyes. And with every out breath, just release any tension. Relax into the floor. Feel the floor support your whole body. if you have the time to carry on in Shavasana for a while, then please do so. Otherwise, very slowly roll onto your right side. And then bring yourself into a seated position. And thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and your week. I will see you next week.